Hi YouTube. Today we're going to learn a very simple technique for how to cut and whip rope. Rope is often very difficult to cut, and using this technique it's much easier. I'm using a technique that has been used since the time of large sailing ships, the tall ships. So what I'm doing here, this is a modern adaptation. I'm taking electrical tape, it doesn't matter what color, and I sort of wrap it around like this. Notice as I'm twisting, this lay is tightening, and I stretch the tape and I twist it a lot like this. And I do a couple of layers on here like that. Yeah, that should be good. Then I just stretch it like this and break it and wrap it down or tighten it. And now I have an end here. The point of this is to stop the end from fraying. I already have an end on here, but normally there wouldn't be an end. What I have here is I have a meat cleaver, which I just spray painted black, and I sharpened it, and I added some hockey tape to it to make it nice and so that I don't lose my grip on it. And the reason it should be a meat cleaver is because there's a clearance between your knuckles and the board, right? There's a gap, and when you hit, you don't hurt your knuckles. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the meat cleaver edge blade right exactly where I want it, like that. I want to cut the rope right there, and I'm just going to tap it a couple times. Maybe I have to hit pretty hard, and see, it just cuts right off like that. This is how they cut really thick ropes on the old sailing ships. And then you have this beautifully cut edge here. The force of the mallet, which is this wooden thing that I carved, or you can just use a piece of wood or a hammer, either one will work. But I like this one because it doesn't damage the metal. The force of the mallet is applied perfectly and precisely like that. It's like an exact, very precise hit, and then you get a nice even cut like that. So that's how you cut and whip rope. It's a very simple technique. You can also use side cutters, but I like this technique better. Side cutters will also cut through this, as will a knife, but it's pretty hard to do by hand without the mallet. Thanks for watching. Bye. This board here gets kind of chewed up by the hammering, but that's okay. It should be probably a soft wood or something like that, and that really allows for a good shear, so that when you're cutting through like this, it doesn't wreck your floor or something like that, and it doesn't do damage. This is some soft wood, or hardwood would probably work too. Is a good place to do this sort of a chop, and then you can throw this piece of wood out when it gets too used up.